Well, when it comes to education, I suppose in terms of the content, that's what you're asking, isn't it? Well, uh, in homeopathic medicine, it is really firstly about the foundational philosophy. Homeopathy is a philosophy. At the end of the day, it's not really about medicines. It's about the perspective that they're prescribed, the philosophy with which they're prescribed. And the word homo, pathos, homeopathy means that we prescribe them according to the principle of similars. So, of course, herbalists often prescribe the same remedies, but from a herbal perspective, it's different. So philosophy is everything. At the end of the day, foundationally, we look at symptoms and what they mean, really. We look at large questions of what is cure, really, and the fundamentals of health and disease. And of course, in natural medicine, all the natural medicines, but especially in homeopathic medicine, if we answer that question, what's health, our answer is different to the herbalist, the osteopath, and the conventional doctor as well. For us, a healthy person has a flow of energy through, in and around them, so that they can, quote, use the healthy body for the highest purposes. And you know, so education's about laying those foundations clearly, strongly, and packing that earth down. Before getting into the study of early remedies, and we call that our study of materia medica. And the study of materia medica is just amazing because these are our therapeutics, our remedies. So we teach the profile of 10, 20, 50, 100, 400, 800 remedies over the course of a training. And we look at it from historical perspective. What is that plant? What is that mineral? What does it do? Its position in nature on the periodic table, for example, or in the taxonomy of plants. We look at it in its traditional use in, say, herbal medicine or in any other form of medicine. Then we start looking at the homeopathic information, the proving data that we've got, also critically thinking about if that proving was conducted very well or not. Sometimes not. Then we start looking at how it's been applied in the clinic over 200 years. So we go to different textbooks for that, looking for clinical application before looking at its toxicology, and then on top of that, looking at it in terms of its the advice from different authors in different cultural contexts, different countries, over the 200 years of homeopathy. So in that way, through the study of all of those different features, we start to crystallize in a student's mind a remedy profile, the study of materia medica. In addition to that, homeopathic education is the study of therapeutics, and that can be the usual suspects. This is the study of the usual suspects in a named condition, which we do not as opposed to what I was speaking before about when it came to the study of materia medica. But the study of therapeutics is very necessary and practical in the running of a thriving practice. What are the usual ballpark suspects when it comes to a patient who has headaches, burns, cystitis, these types of conditions? That's a very important part of the study. Philosophy, materia medica, therapeutics, and then I suppose there's all of the professional practice subjects that we need to look at. This involves ethics, crucial information about ethics, about the ongoing professionalization of our work, the legal status, the standing of homeopathy in different countries around the world is very crucial. Then we teach research, basic, appropriate research method. Firstly, what is research in the conventional world? What are the issues for homeopathic medicine, given our different philosophy and systems of healing? And then the familiarization of the amazing body of work that we already have. Sometimes doing then our own appropriate research, might be plant trials or it could be provings, and then critical thinking around all of the knowledge we have. Those are research skills. Don't want to load up a smaller, say, diploma or advanced diploma course with too much of that, because that really is educationally high-level work, and the critical thinking is a crucial part of any degree or postgraduate degree process. And then, I suppose the one thing I've missed is essentially what's sometimes called social science knowledge. And that is, again, pretty foundational, although quite often it's peppered throughout a curriculum. And that is how to be with people, how to talk with people, the therapeutic relationship, the skills, the tips and the tricks to get information that we need to be able to do our work. But you can't underestimate it, because not everybody is a great listener. Some people listen naturally; it comes to them easily. And if the end goal is a dynamic, thriving practitioner, then that social science underpinning information is beyond critical to ensure the longevity of a graduate. Social science, medical science. Now, we haven't talked about the foundational medical science knowledge that's needed as well. We cannot get away from it. We need chemistry, we need biochemistry, we need anatomy, we need physiology, we need pathology. It is impossible to practice homeopathic medicine without that. That leads to some interesting debates and questions about where does homeopathic education fit? Is it medical? Is it standalone? Is it a Bachelor of Health Science? Is it a medical degree? It is in India, it is in some parts of Asia, it is in Germany, or it could be in some parts of Germany, it is in some parts of the US, whereas homeopathic degrees, Bachelor of Health Science degrees, say in Australia, whereas advanced diplomas in other parts of the world. It's a broad spectrum, all teaching homeopathy, quite often teaching the same content, but educationally in different areas. So the foundations, bioscience, medical science, we're in an evidence-based world. We've got to communicate with other allied health practitioners, other physicians. We've got to speak that language. It's not about spin, it's about knowing that information to an appropriate level. Social science knowledge, then underpinning homeopathic philosophy, materia medica, ethics, therapeutics, and research. That's it. That's a lot.